Hello boys and girls, welcome back to my channel at Home with Donna. Today I'm looking at this coloring page and there's this little dog stargazing up to the sky. He's looking at the moon and the stars, and I got to thinking, he's looking at part of God's creation, boys and girls. God created the world. So we're going to read in our Bibles today in the book of Genesis, when it all began. When God started and created the beginning of the world. So we're going to go ahead and look in our Bibles in the very first book of the Bible, Genesis chapter 1. And as you look at this little dog and you see him so happy as he's gazing up to the sky at the moon and the stars, when you go outside and you feel the warmth of the sun and you say, "Oh, I love the sun," well, God created the sun. When you see the twinkling stars in the sky and you start to count them, but then you just can't count them all. Well, God made those too. And He also made the big moon that shines when the world is not dark at night so we can see. So we're going to talk about God's creation in our Bibles so that you will know when you go outside and you walk on the grass barefooted, or when it rains or snows, or you see a beautiful rainbow in the sky, you will always remember and know that it come from God. And did you know that God loves you? Well, He sure does. He loves what He's created, but He loves you even more. So let's find out in our Bibles. I've already got my Bible open, and the first book of the Bible is called Genesis. Can you say that, boys and girls? Genesis. And we're going to start with chapter 1, and we're going to be talking about and reading about the creation. So I'm going to go ahead and read it to you, okay? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness covered the surface of the watery depths, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. There was an evening, and there was a morning, one day. Then God said, "Let there be an expanse between the waters, separating water from water." So God made the expanse and separated the water under the expanse from the water above the expanse. And it was so. God called the expanse sky. Evening came, and then morning, the second day. Then God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the water He called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants, and fruit trees on the earth, bearing fruit with seed in it, according to their kind." And it was so. The earth produced vegetation, seed-bearing plants, according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it, according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Evening came, and then morning, the third day. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the sky to separate the day from the night. They will serve as signs for seasons and for days and years. They will be lights in the expanse of the sky to provide light on the earth. And it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule over the day, and that's the sun, and the lesser light to rule over the night, and that's the moon, as well as the stars. God placed them in the expanse of the sky to provide light on the earth, to rule the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. Evening came, and then morning, the fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters swarm with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the sky." So God created the large sea creatures and every living creature that moves and swarms in the water according to their kinds. He also created every winged creature according to its kind, and God saw that it was good. God blessed them. "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the waters of the sea, and let the birds multiply on the earth." Evening came, and then morning, the fifth day. Then God said, "Let the earth produce living creatures according to their kinds, livestock, creatures that crawl, and the wildlife of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so. So God made the wildlife of the earth according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that crawl on the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. They will rule the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, the livestock, the whole earth, and the creatures that crawl on the earth." So God created man in his own image. He created him in the image of God. He created them male and female. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Rule the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, and every creature that crawls on the earth." God also said, "Look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant on the surface of the entire earth, and every tree whose fruit contains seed. This will be food for you, for all the wildlife of the earth, for every bird of the sky, and for every creature that crawls on the earth. Everything having the breath of life in it, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good indeed. Evening came, and then morning, the sixth day. So the heavens and the earth and everything in them were completed. On the seventh day, God had completed his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had done. God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, for on it he rested from all his work of creation. So isn't that good? I hope you enjoyed this, boys and girls. And so that was in Genesis chapter 1, and then it began with chapter 2, where God finished all of his work of his creation, and he rested on the seventh day. Okay, well, we'll continue with our Bible readings, and I hope that you have a blessed day. We'll see you next time, boys and girls. Bye-bye.